think the system can power 20,000 homes for a day or 240,000 homes for a couple of hours.
We're delighted to be involved in that particular project, first of many, and a very large program of investment is going to be needed over the next 10-15 years to ensure that not only New South Wales but Australia gets to where it needs to get to on the path to net zero. If we're going to safely transition away from the use of coal for power generation, a critical building block to that is having sufficient firming capacity provided by solutions such as battery.
Batteries, move energy around, so you can store a battery, charge it up and trickle it out just like in your phone. So we can move daylight energy or solar power from the daytime, store it, discharge it at nighttime, so that's a function of the battery. But one of the things that's innovative and new with respect to this system is that it can mimic a large spinning machine. So the power system hangs together or remains stable because we have this inertia in the system. So think a big spinning machine that can rev up or down based off whether there's too much demand or not enough in the system. And we were the first in the country to get it authorised to operate in that mode. We're harnessing and maximising the utility of the existing network. So this system actually will delay, at least in the short term, maybe in the medium term and possibly even the longer term, the need for new electricity lines to be built, the cost of which ultimately is borne by consumers. So the system reduces the cost of delivered electricity to customers on a number of fronts.
Do we want to do more of this kind of business? The answer is absolutely yes. It's absolutely critical for the country, critical for the economy and for the community. And we see it as our role in terms of partnering with everybody in helping on this transition. And integral to it is making sure the grid has the means to generate and provide renewable power to every user, and there's only going to be an expansion in that capacity over time. And the battery, the large battery and its capacity to provide that firming support is really, really critical. So we just think it's front and centre of how we contribute to the transition of the Australian economy over the next 10-20 years.
Core to what we're about has been innovative solutions, to be a bit of a disruptor. And so we can only see us doing more of that as these opportunities in the market present through this transition, which will be a bit volatile and bumpy. I think when we get through to the other side of that, we'll find that consumers are really benefiting from much lower energy prices.
It certainly feels like over the last year and a half in particular, we now have a really great alignment across all layers of government in terms of the net zero aspirations for the country. We've always had a very high level of community engagement on the need to move to a net zero setting. And we've also seen for a long time now private capital, the private market, very keen and very willing to invest in the transition that's needed. And now with those three layers of government aligned, policy aligned, it's about getting on with it.